Hey YouTube, it's your girl Natasha. I'm here again with another video for you guys. This video is going to be based on a phone carrier that I used to have. Let me just put it out there. I used to have Sprint. You know, everybody seems to don't like Sprint, but I had them since I was in high school. I had them for almost 20 years. I never really had a problem with them. What carrier doesn't have service everywhere? All of them. Anyway, let's talk about this Sprint T-Mobile merger. That's been my Achilles heel and definitely the reason why I left Sprint. Yeah, y'all. I left Sprint. Hold on. Let's take a moment of silence. All right, yeah, anyway, I went to AT&T, sorry. Yeah, I was quite over it. It was such annoyance. Let's just put it that way. Straight annoyance. Why this merger was just, I can't. I don't even know how to. It bothered me. It really bothered me. It hurt me because I'm in my head like, yo, I've been with Sprint forever. This merger I thought was going to be like a 1, 2, 3 thing. Nothing serious, right? I was wrong. What I thought would have been like a quick SIM card change because, you know, Sprint no longer T-Mobile, Magenta. Anyway, it turned out to be a disaster. So I made an appointment to go to the Sprint T-Mobile store, T-Mobile, because it's no longer Sprint. I went to the store because I had an appointment that I had made while I was online trying to do the merger that way, but I couldn't do it. I had already bought a phone from OnePlus, the actual brand for the phone. I went straight through them. I didn't decide to go through Sprint's website to shop for the phone or T-Mobile's website to shop for the phone because I wanted an unlocked phone. I don't want to be trapped in one of these contracts where you're in this lease for 2 years. No, I'm good. I'm quite good. Give me my phone. It's mine. I'll just pay my monthly bill. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to be in no contract. So anyway, when I got to the appointment, I had my new phone in hand, wondering if I needed to really carry it with me because I was trying to see if I could get the old phone go over first, and if that went through, then I would just do the new one on my own because I still like my old phone. I just carried the new one just in case. When I got to the store, went to the appointment, they were like, "Oh, you're gonna get a new phone," and I was like, "Oh, really? Why?" And they were like, "Yeah, you're gonna get one for free." They were like, "Yeah, anybody from Sprint going over to merging to T-Mobile, we're getting free upgrades." So I said, "Oh, okay." So I'm thinking, you know, I love free. Who don't like free? I like free. You must like free. So we all like free. So anyway, so I was like, "Oh, forget the phone I just bought. It's okay. I'm gonna go with this new one." So when I get the new one, they did everything. There was no conversation between the salesperson and myself stating anything otherwise than the phone was free. Free, capital. Free. That's what I was told. No other, nothing. So, all right, did transaction, got the new phone, had my old phone, and had the new one that I bought from OnePlus. So I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna end up selling this phone I just got from them because I don't really want this because they gave me a OnePlus 9, but the one I bought was a OnePlus 9 Pro, so mine's better. So whatever. So I said, all right, I'm just gonna keep it and just sell it. This merger's complete. Whatever. Boy, was I wrong. So when I got home, one mind told me, "Yo, go check your account to make sure everything's, you know, copacetic." So I checked my online Sprint account, and when I look, I see it say something about the amount you owe to full pay, $720. $720 what?
Don't look at me like I owe you anything.
Homeboy told me it was free. So where'd $720 come from? So now I'm tight. Cause I'm like, this ain't right. And it's late, so I couldn't even go back. I had to wait until the next day. I went back to the Sprint T-Mobile store the next day and confronted them because I was just like, yo, you told me this was free. And they were like, oh yeah, it's free. Oh, you don't have to worry about it. It's gonna charge you your account $30-something a month, but you'll also get a credit of that. So I was like, so I'm in a contract? Yeah, but the phone's free. So I can't sell this phone right now, right? Oh no, you would then have to full pay the phone. That ain't free. So you lied, you left out some information that you should have told me, but you said it was free. All right.
The lies. There you go, this bitch. The lies.
I'm pissed off because now I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. They misled me. I don't like that. Tell me the God honest truth and let me make the decision whether or not I want to continue or not continue. But you led with free, continued with free, no talk in between. It was just free, and more free. Whose bells that does not ring? It rings my bells because I love free. Free, if it had strings attached, you should have said there were strings attached. But you left that part out, which was devious. Didn't like that at all. But I ended up returning the phone. I went back to told them to activate my old phone again. These niggas told me, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. These fools told me they could not reactivate my old phone, my OnePlus 7 Pro, because it was on a Sprint chip and they can't put it back. I was like, so what you trying to say? I'm not gonna have no phone now? Now y'all playing games. So I had to go home, get on the phone with Sprint. I was quite irritated and I told them what happened and they were like, oh, you can go back to the store and they should be able to activate the phone for you if you still have the Sprint chip, which I did. So why couldn't these people that I went to couldn't do it? So I was just like, you know what? We're going to a different T-Mobile store to get this handled because clearly there's some dunce at the other one I went to. So we're gonna go to a different one. So hey, long story short, the person got it done. My old phone is back in order. Boom. So now I'm like, all right, I need to get my new phone that I bought through OnePlus. I need to get this activated and let's get it moving because I was getting correspondences, text messages from Sprint T-Mobile letting me know that my old phone is not compatible to merge over to T-Mobile, which made no sense because I'm like, when I got this phone, it had 5G on it. So you're sending people correspondence saying, okay, if you don't have a 5G compatible phone, then your phone's not gonna work. Mind you, my OnePlus 7 Pro is also an unlocked phone, but I had bought that one through Sprint. When I looked online, seeing forums of everybody talking about it, they were like, yeah, if you got the OnePlus 7 Pro, they're not honoring it. It doesn't work. They're gonna tell you to get a new phone, which didn't make sense to me because I was like, let me try something out real quick because this is kind of crazy. So I went on T-Mobile's website. Okay, granted, okay, my 7 Pro did not work. It said it wasn't compatible. So I said, all right, cool, that's fine. I have the new phone. I have the OnePlus 9 Pro, and this should be compatible. There should be no issues, right? So when I go on T-Mobile's website, I will show you a little clip of what it stated. It indicated that it was a compatible phone. It should work with a T-Mobile chip. No issue, right? So why, when I try to do it online through Sprint, it says it's not compatible? So I'm like, what do you mean? Obviously, it's not going to be compatible with Sprint because Sprint, you're leaving, right? Now it's T-Mobile. So if it's compatible with T-Mobile, there should be no issue. Well, I went to the T-Mobile store again, tried to get this new one done, and they told me the same thing. It's not compatible. what the hell do you mean it's not compatible? Like, this should work. So I'm getting irritated because I'm like, yo, somebody's either playing with me or what? I call on the phone again, talk with them. They're doing all this stuff, telling me all this crap, and then they're like, oh, it's an international phone. Like, oh, we can't activate an international phone. I was like, this is an unlocked phone. It's not an international phone, but I don't know what you guys are talking about, whatever. So they were like, oh, you need to call OnePlus and find out from them, la la la. And I was like, you guys are making no sense. This makes no sense. So I said, you know what? Let me go back on T-Mobile's website again. I'm going to sit here and try and make a new account like I'm a new customer, period. Tell me why it worked. They were like, pick out your SIM card, do all this stuff. So I was just like, what is really going on? This makes no sense. So why is it working when I'm trying to be a new customer? Mind you, this is not what I want to do. I want to carry over my Sprint seniority with me to T-Mobile. I don't want to like start a whole new thing, be a whole new customer, start from scratch again. No. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how come I can attempt to create a new account with T-Mobile, and then you guys are ready to give me a SIM card and it's gonna work. But with the merger, trying to merge from Sprint to T-Mobile, they're not gonna give me a T-Mobile chip, or the T-Mobile chip doesn't work. Come to find out, the chip they give Sprint customers who are moving to T-Mobile is not the same chip that a new T-Mobile customer will receive.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Oh, the calamity. Ciao. So I was like, why is it a totally different chip? So what y'all really doing is, to make sure Sprint customers don't go nowhere, you're forcing them to be in a 2-year contract, supposedly letting them know that they're receiving a free phone. That's not really free. You're in a 2-year contract. They want to guarantee that you're with them for 2 years, that you will not leave them for 2 years. If you leave them before the 2 years, you have to pay for that free phone. Listen, I didn't need a contract to stay with Sprint. I'm just gonna buy these phones and just pay my monthly bill. Just call it a day, because I'm here. I'm not leaving. Like, I had no reason to leave because I was getting the service I needed. I didn't have any issues with them, and if I did have an issue, it was handled. They treated me like a valued customer. I never had like crazy ill issues with Sprint when I had them. But with this merger, I never called them so much in my life. My lifetime of being with Sprint. This was the first I called them so many damn times. It was really a lot, and I wasn't getting nowhere. And being a valued customer that I was, you weren't really trying to help me. When I let you guys know that you're trying to trap people into a 2-year contract, their solution was to throw another type of free phone my way. Like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to be in a contract. Just send me over to them. Just merge me over to T-Mobile and let me just continue paying my monthly bill, and that's it. Let's just keep it that way and just be done with it. No, they didn't want to help that way. I mean, this whole money grab thing y'all trying to do with people, trying to like have people by the collar, like
This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
like I don't like it. It just doesn't make any sense. You have customers out here who don't need to be trapped in any type of contract to just stay with a carrier. People who are still with you, they just tend to just want to be with you because you work for them. Your service works for them. Your business works for them. That's why they stay with you. You don't have to trap people into no contract, especially if they don't want to be in one.
I said what I said.
I was like, listen, I just need your damn towers so I can make my phone calls, make my text messages. What? That's all I need. But it was just such a drama that I couldn't get a phone that I bought from a brand itself activated. It was just silly. So I was just over it. So the end of the year 2021, that was the end of my relationship with Sprint. I'm now with AT&T, so it is what it is. But it's so annoying to know that they could have done better. Out of all the mergers Sprint had, because the one I remember was when they merged with Nextel. Those that I knew at that time that had Nextel, they said it was no issue. It was like a quick, bang. The only thing they missed was they don't got chirp no more.
Boost mode. Where you at?
But that was a smooth transition. But this Sprint T-Mobile crap, the way y'all treating your Sprint customers, bro, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, Sprint. Like, no lie.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Terrible. That's all I gotta say about it. I guarantee y'all lost at least 30% of your customers. At least. That's the least I'ma say. You probably lost more than that. But the least I'ma say is you lost 30% of your customers. Period. Point blank. They left you. They went to Verizon or AT&T. Best believe I didn't like either one of those carriers. And the only reason why it was because the first carrier I was able to be accepted on when I first got a phone was Sprint. And I said, you know what? They've been with me from day one. I'ma stay with them. But this merger killed it for me. That was it. It really did. And I am truly hurt. No lie. I really did like Sprint. Sprint was my carrier, y'all. I always made fun of my siblings or whoever. They were like, oh, you got Sprint? Oh, damn. You must hate it. I was like, I actually like it. They cool to me. They good to me. I don't know about everybody else, but they good to me. But they weren't good to me this one last time. So that was the end of that. So Sprint, that merger just crushed y'all for me. That's it. I can't. So deuce to Sprint. What's up, AT&T? You better treat me good. That's all I gotta say about that. If not, we gonna have problems. Not really, but we may have problems. So I just want to let y'all know how my experience was with the Sprint T-Mobile merger. It wasn't easy. It wasn't graceful. It wasn't nice. And the customer service sucked.
You sucked.
But yeah, this will be my only YouTube video on Sprint T-Mobile. That's it. That's all y'all get from me. Bang. Have a good one, y'all. Choose wisely with your carriers.